Now I know what you're thinking. Who gave that girl a camera? How's it going? I'm Tara. Welcome back, my little terrorizers. If you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button down below because I keep this channel updated with fresh new content every single week. As you guys know, I like to keep my channel pretty positive, upbeat, joyful, energetic, but today I think it's really important to address the major issues that are going on in our society, like gun reform. I wanted to first start out this video by saying that I have a completely non-biased perspective. My husband and I are gun owners ourselves, so what I say in this video is going to affect me as well as any other gun owner. Everything I say in this video is strictly my opinion. Now, for all the haters who want to disagree with me out there, just because my opinion is different from yours does not mean that I am immediately wrong. I decided to make this video because I'm not sure if you're aware, but recently the House of Representatives decided to have a sit-in. This sit-in was regarding gun reform. The House of Representatives chose to take an approach. Now, whether their approach was right or wrong, that's not for me to decide. That's not what I'm here to debate. From their perspective, they were standing up for our American rights as citizens who are unsafe. Those who walk into a movie theater and their heart races every time they're in a movie theater and they can't enjoy the movie because they don't know if there's going to be a gunman walking around the corner. I haven't struggled with these issues myself, but I'm just stating that there are people out there that this is their reality every single day, and I think that this needs to be taken in consideration. Now, the House of Representatives thought that they were standing up for our children who go to school in potentially a war zone. Some people think that they were not standing up for our rights at all. Some people think that they were in there to take our rights away. Unfortunately, this has become a very us versus them mentality. Why this has not become a united we stand mentality yet, it just blows my mind. I mean, wake up, people. It's not about they're gonna take my guns away and all my rights are gone forever. Essentially, they were in there because they were looking for a middle ground. A lot of people don't share my perspective that there needs to be gun reform. Immediately when gun owners hear gun reform, they think stripped of my rights indefinitely. However, that may be true. My question to gun owners is, why can't there be tighter restrictions when purchasing a gun, selling a gun, or owning a gun? I think we can all agree that this issue is just too big. We've gotten ourselves in too deep. We've waited too long to fix the problem, and now it's out of control. Why is there not more accountability and responsibility across the board? That's all I want to ask gun owners. So if we could all just play pretend right now, close your eyes, play pretend. Pretend the world is absolutely perfect. You know, America's like this perfect country again. Let's say we had the perfect infrastructure in place, which we don't because it's not perfect. It never will be. We're in it too deep. Let's just acknowledge this so that you don't think that this is a real thing. So I hope you're still with me here. In the perfect world, everyone is accountable for their gun, just like their car. However, in order to operate a gun, you must be first subject to an extensive background check and psychological evaluation. You'd be required to study a book, take a test, go through an extensive training, be required to take another test, and then pass it. So the world isn't perfect, and that infrastructure doesn't exist. Now what do? The only thing we can do is go back to the drawing board and try to compromise, place our opinions aside, and focus on the future generations at hand. I want to ask gun owners, why is it so hard to compromise on tighter restrictions? Right now, I'm not sure if you know this, it is entirely possible for a man of armed robbery to serve 10 years in prison, get out, not be allowed guns on his parole, totally say F it, go down to the local gun store, or pay cash for a gun and walk away and commit another crime. Why is that acceptable? What I want to know is, why can we not agree that there should be tighter restrictions and laws when purchasing a gun or selling a gun? Wouldn't it make sense to send an individual to school, to a training program for 6 months, a year, 2 years, depending on if you want to buy or sell the gun? Why is there not schooling around selling a gun? Going to school, learning all the laws, the regulations, the federal laws, the state laws, the bylines, learning the ins and outs of the system, how to handle guns, treat guns. I have to listen to all of you put on Facebook of how terrible people are who want to take away guns. Listen, I don't want to take away your guns. Why are you mad at me when I put a post on Facebook stating the facts? You know what? We need gun reform. By you not agreeing that we need some type of reform or some type of restrictions in place, you're teaching my children that it's okay to grow up in a world where they're going to school, they don't even learn math anymore because of the issues in Common Core, but yet they're learning how to dodge bullets and submit in a lockdown? How can you, as an individual, sit there and think that this is acceptable? Honestly, you're teaching the children of today that dodging problems and dodging bullets is better than sitting down, uniting, and fixing them. Why is the us versus them mentality so strong? Can someone explain that to me in the comments, please? Because I'm really confused over here. Why are we dividing and not uniting right now? The House of Representatives, you have my support. When we think gun reform, it's not going to be what we want. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty. But right now, something is a lot better than nothing, and I think we can all agree with that. I think it would be a lot healthier and better for us to teach the future generation to be proactive in solving problems instead of disagreeing. And for every redneck hick out there that wants to keep their guns because, oh, I need it to, shoot animals and do all of this stuff. I understand where you're coming from, and I support you in that, and I respect you in that, but you also need to look at the much bigger picture right now. We are in a war zone every single day. It is not fair that when we go to the movie theater, we actually have to have our bags checked because they're concerned that someone might bring a weapon into the theater. Now, the beautiful thing, I want to leave you with encouragement. You don't have to live in fear. If you're afraid to go out in the world every single day, stop it. Continue to live your life. Don't let someone rob you of living your life to the absolute fullest. Give yourself a chance to experience life regardless of who or what is out there to take it from you. You hold on to the promises that God has put before you and you live your life. Don't be afraid. The reason why I'm able to go out into the world every single day and live my life in faith is because I know that God is behind me. I know that no matter what, I am okay. I just wanted to make this video because why the bullying? Why the nonsense? Just because I share a different opinion than you does not mean that I'm wrong. Because we know that I'm always right. Whether you are for gun reform or not, I would just like you to please open your eyes to see that right now there are a lot of bad guys with guns out there. And all it takes is one ass. Listen, I understand that when they say reform, you think that they're gonna sit down and take your guns away entirely. Give them an opportunity to prove you wrong. Let us sit down all together on one platform and unite that. Why can't we be one voice? This is America, united we stand, right? What happened to that? The Star-Spangled Banner, red and white stripes, we have a whole day dedicated around this country, July 4th. It's coming up in just a couple of weeks. Why can we come together on that day, but not now? Hello? Do you really want to go to your next 4th of July event with a mass shooting? No. So sit down, shut up, and compromise. It's not that hard. Act like adults, not children. Anyways, I'm a blabbermouth, I'm opinionated, and you know what? Deal with it. So yeah, thanks guys for listening. That was my little rant. I'm sick and tired of hearing y'all on Facebook. Don't even get me started with the whole Hillary and Donald Trump thing, because that's just ridiculous and nonsense. And no, just because you're an American, it's not your right to vote for the lesser of two evils. So I've heard it a lot that I have resting bitch face. Please do not be intimidated by this video. I love you. Just because your opinion is different than mine does not mean that you're wrong. I respect you. I care about you. And you know what? let's dish it out in the comments. I encourage you to speak your mind, be vocal, and let me hear what you have to say. But seriously, no hating, please. I apologize. I don't mean to come across aggressive. Yeah, no, but seriously, I love you. I love you guys so much. Please don't take offense to this video. I come across strong. Like I said, and I will reiterate, I am a gun owner. I know how to shoot a gun. I love guns. I love carrying a gun. People in the UK, they're pretty dang happy and they don't have guns. Only the good guys over there have guns. We already know we're in it too deep. We can't get rid of all of our guns, but we need to come up with a resolution. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That was my quick little rant before a date night. I'm on my way out. I just had to get this off my mind because, you know what? Stop being foolish, people. Seriously, stop being foolish. There's enough of that in the world. If we are going to fix this world and make it a better place, then we need to come to a resolution and we need one really quick.